Okay. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Welcome back to my channel. Just like before, I'm Holland Vanwell, and I don't know what's going on with my life. So, welcome back to my channel. I have been wanting to make a new video for a long time. I've made a lot of attempts at a new video, and I think I've just been overthinking it and experiencing, you know, like imposter syndrome with it, and I just want to break it down a little bit and just be a little bit more of myself, the way that I used to be when I would film and I would just sit on the floor and complain. And obviously, like, that wasn't the most popular thing on YouTube. I didn't have a huge following, but there was something cathartic about it and I enjoyed it. And it was real. And when I look back at those videos that I don't have posted online anymore, but I can see them, and I see myself in them. I see, you know, angry and uncertain 23-year-old who just like didn't know what was going on and didn't know what she was doing and didn't know why she was where she was in life. And now I'm 28 and I still kind of feel the same way, but I think now I have a little bit more of an idea of who I am. And a lot of the things in my life look exactly the same as they did 5 years ago. But a lot of things look so different in a way that probably only looks different to me, and from the outside viewer, not really. But, you know, it only matters about how I see things and not how anybody else sees them. So I want to restart this channel and take you kind of like on a journey of figuring my life out a little bit. You can probably hear Madison in the background. She just got a new Fender Telecaster guitar. Yeah, Maddie's doing good. She is playing music. She is on TikTok. If you haven't seen her, go see her channel. And right now she's just kind of pursuing her dream of music and has a bit of an online presence, and it's super cool. And it's been super inspiring to watch her do that and just kind of like fearlessly go after her dream. You know, and I have a lot of dreams and ambitions and things that I want to pursue as an artist myself. I think I've always seen myself more as an artist than anything else. She's very interested in the mic right now. So yeah, I've been interested in pursuing things more and sharing myself more on the internet as an artist and as a collaborator and all of those buzzwords. And so here I am. Here I am, just doing the thing. And today I'm making this video because I spent $200 on an alarm clock. If you haven't seen, this is so popular on TikTok. It's the first thing that pops up on Amazon. I am not sponsored. However, you know, Hatch, if you see this video, please send me something, because I just spent so much money on your alarm clock, and I am hoping that this changes my life a little bit. What? I have always wanted to be a morning person. When I picture my life is like in the morning. My life is like being a morning person. On the days that I have to go to work, which is super early in the morning, I'm waking up at 4:30 before the sun even gets up. It feels really stressful. And then on the days that I don't have work, I feel like I wake up and I just don't have a sense of purpose. And that's something that I really want to work on. I really want to be able to wake up and start knocking things off my to-do list, because I certainly have a lengthy to-do list of things that I want to do, be that in my house to keep it orderly, and then all of the personal things that I want to work on that have just been getting put off for a long time because I don't really have I guess, the motivation to do it, which, like, I know that you don't really, like, if the motivation isn't there, like, you're supposed to just do it anyway, but I don't know. I feel like I just spend so much time on my phone, doom scrolling, and I'm, like, addicted to my phone at this point, and it's just, like, not a healthy relationship. So I want to break up with my phone and start a new relationship with an alarm clock that wakes me up, and I get up kind of peacefully, and I'm able to start my day without immediately getting onto Instagram and TikTok and looking at my emails and any of those things. I'm over it. I don't want to do that anymore. So insert $200 alarm clock. I also bought a new nightstand. I didn't have a nightstand until today. So I've been living oh my God, I've been living without a nightstand. Like, people live without food and water, so perspective on that. But I was living without a nightstand for a long time, and I'm really excited, oh gosh, to have a nightstand now. I feel like this is just like another piece of the puzzle of, like, I'm gonna feel better having something that's concrete, something that's like a permanent piece of furniture rather than just, like, you know, little sliding organizers that I've had since I was 8 years old. And of course it's gonna, like, all go together so beautifully at some point. So today I'm gonna put this together. I'm going to put it in my room, and I'm gonna take you through my room, what's going on, what I'm wanting to build here on YouTube, what I'm hoping to accomplish, you know, what my goals are, and just kind of restart the conversation that I started like 5 years ago when I tried to make this channel originally. So cool. Let's make the nightstand. Okay, so where did we leave off, honestly? I'm thinking about, like, the last video. If you were keeping up with my channel, which thank you, if you're already subscribed to me, I was living in my apartment in Berkeley. I was 23. I was a junior transfer. I was super miserable, and it's really obvious in those videos. Like, I'm screaming about how much I hate Berkeley and how much I hate being there and being around those people, and didn't have any friends. I had 2 roommates at the time, and I was not a good roommate to them, and I would just sit at home laying in bed, just miserable. It was not a good place. Since then, I did stop, I guess, vlogging in that style, making any sort of content in that style where I was sitting down on the floor and telling you what was going on. I started just kind of like filming things. I was filming a lot of stuff with Madison. Wait.
So what do we actually... Marker!
And then I just started filming once I had moved into the international house on campus. And I made a lot of new friends, and I was having a great time. I was like, for the first time, I was enjoying myself at Berkeley, and I feel like that was the start of, like, this big transformation in my life where I was starting to accept kind of like who I was rather than who I was forcing myself to be all the time. I think this was the point in my life where I started to accept the fact that I'm more of an artist than I am an academic. However, I am an academic, and that is something that I'm newly and freshly starting to accept within myself again after spending the last 4 years pushing very hard at the fact that I'm an artist. So where we last left off, I was a student at Berkeley. I was studying environmental science. It was super cool, super important, super depressing. Something that I'm still very passionate about and can see will still play a huge part in my life forever. It just doesn't need to be my degree anymore. I moved to iHouse. I made a lot of friends. I started participating in an improv team. Gosh. I started doing improv and it was like, what am I doing? How am I not an actor? Why am I not acting? You know what I mean? Like, it was so obvious to everyone else, but it wasn't obvious to me. So that puts us all the way up to the year 2020, spring semester, the year of our Lord, 2020. And I had to come home. For obvious reasons. On top of that, I also had to switch my major because of a lot of reasons. And so I ended up switching into American Studies. And I spent the rest of that year failing both of those semesters online and dropping out of Berkeley by December 2020. And then enrolling at my old community college and taking my first acting classes. Yeah, that's so crazy. Let's just check in and make sure we're still doing things right here. No, we have to. So now we're at 2021. And I'm at my first semester back at community college, which was required by Berkeley. It's like if you've failed a certain amount of semesters, they say, okay, nice try, time to go back to community college, try it again, we'll see you in a year. So I said, okay, but if I'm going to go back, I'm going to do it my way this time, which I was always doing it my way. I just was a little misguided, I think, for a long time on the expectations that I thought other people had for me that were never actually there. So I started taking all acting classes, and oh my gosh, I look back so fondly at that semester. It was a hard time for me. Like, I was going through so much. It was still deep in the pandemic. I was still living in my mom's room and deeply upset about my life. But I love behind the scenes.
Oh, we love it. Wait, let's get our little.
This is it. Those acting classes, they were so good. I met my now boyfriend, who I had no idea when I met him at the time that, that was going to be my person that I would end up with. So yeah, I met a lot of great friends. I was doing all sorts of fun projects, and it felt like for the first time ever, like I didn't feel like I was such an imposter anymore. Like, I just was doing the thing that I was supposed to be doing. Oh, it was so nice. What a good time. And I was cooking with my best friend Manor, and we would just spend like 1 or 2 days a week hanging out, making food, posting it on Instagram, watching movies, talking about, a future that isn't riddled with pandemic. All right, now disassemble it. That's fine. Yes. Just like normal stuff. And that's just kind of how the next few years went. I stayed at the community college, I kept taking more classes. I was doing more and more in the theater. I was in a bunch of shows. I got a lead. I got the first lead I have ever had in my whole life. I got while I was at the community college. I was nominated to go and participate in essentially like an acting competition of sorts. And I went to Vegas, and I took my boyfriend as my scene partner, because he was my original scene partner in the show we were in together. We were both leads. And oh my gosh, I learned how to use a sewing machine properly. I learned how to use a bandsaw and a drill, and I was working on the shows, in the shows, doing classes, and I started dancing, and everything just started to feel like really like this was my life now. Like this was the life that I was creating for myself. And it felt really right. And then I graduated with a associate's degree. So my second associate's degree is in performance. All of my audio is just you scratching at your cone. And you're knocking my stuff over, and you're being so mean. I graduated, and a lot of stuff was going on at that time that was not that great. I hadn't acted in a show in a while. Things were going on socially that was super annoying and dramatic and very theater. And I kind of stepped away from that world for a little bit. And I haven't been super involved in the theater since last year, around this time last year. And I definitely really miss it. And I, have spent the last year kind of questioning again, like, who am I? Like, what is it that's super important to me? And what do I want to do with my life? Do I care to be an actor? Is that something that is really like the end all be all for me? Will, can you stop sitting right in front of the microphone and scratching? Not being in the theater has been hard. I started working 2 part-time jobs. One at a 5-star hotel that I was like the greeter at their steakhouse, and within 3 weeks the restaurant had a fire, and I stopped working there at that restaurant, and then I've just now been working on call at their other restaurant. So I hardly ever work there. And I dishwash and work the front of house at a vegan restaurant. At a vegan restaurant nearby. Nearby to me, not by the hotel. So yeah, I've just kind of been chilling, working. I bought my first car. It's for Madison and I to share, but I use it most of the time because I have to go to work, or I go grocery shopping, or I go see my boyfriend, things like that. And Madison just kind of hangs out at home, or she's up visiting her girlfriend. So she normally just kind of hangs out. And I've been on this like mental health journey of talking to a therapist once a week or once every 2 weeks. I've gone to the dentist like 15 times in the last year to get a bunch of fillings done, my wisdom teeth removed, all sorts of things. I've changed my diet. I've started dancing like 8 hours a week. I just recently started running with my boyfriend a couple times a week. And yeah, we're kind of just like figuring things out, and it's like this like little transformation that I'm undertaking right now. And in that time, I've realized that I really want to come back to YouTube. Like it feels like I just have stuff that I want to share. I want to talk about stuff like mental health and the books that I'm reading, and I want to talk about the earth and climate change and politics and theater, acting, just all the things that I'm super interested in. I feel like have a place here better than like anywhere else. Will be a good girl. Willa, be a good girl. Oh, okay. All right. We're back. Sorry. Okay. Hello and welcome back to the Holland Vanwell Show. Here I have for you the thing that I spent a long time making. It is my nightstand. Here is the Hatch alarm clock. Do I love it? Sure. Would I buy it again? No. But I already bought it, so I don't have to. I'll have it forever, maybe. I hope, because at the end of the day, it is an alarm clock, and it does what alarm clocks do, which is to wake me up. And it does wake me up. I like it a lot more. I'll say this. Okay, wait. I like my Hatch alarm clock a lot more than I like my phone alarm clock. So that's my review on it. My honest and truthful review. Brought to you by Holland. My nightstand. Oh, I love the nightstand. Look at it. She's gorgeous. She's doing the thing. She's night and she's standing. We have nightstand. We have alarm clock. We are happy. We are healthy. We are making it through 2024 alive. Luckily for you, I can help you get through 2024 alive a little bit better. I will be making videos and much more content. You can expect this kind of weirdness, storytelling, random informations, lots of crafting I have planned, and many accents and weird types of vocal inflections. So be expecting that. It's going to be a lot of fun to make. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart, and I really appreciate you if you watched this video. Oh, and before you go, sorry, I apologize. Yep, I apologize for my cat, I apologize for my microphone, and I apologize for my phone being inconsistent. So I have bought things to make this better, I hope. We have tripod, we have microphone. Do I like the microphone? No, I don't. So we're gonna keep trying. Every day is a new day to be a better version of ourselves. And every day is a new day to go back on Amazon and see what's gonna be better. Right? Okay. Thank you. See you next time.